Alright, boys and girls. What the fuck was that intro? Okay, wait, hold up. Okay guys, I think I just found out something very cool that's gonna help out a lot of you new Battlefield players, or just veteran Battlefield players, or just Battlefield players in general. This is something that I just did while playing the game. I wasn't even thinking of making this into a video, but I have to. So by the title of this video, you clicked on it because you want to know how to get zero recoil on your weapons. Now I'm going to be very honest with you, it's a little bit clickbait because obviously there is recoil. There's always going to be recoil on your weapon, but what this does is it minimizes your visual recoil by almost, I think, 100%. It's absolutely insane what this does. And no, it isn't some magic attachment that you have to go ahead and equip on your weapon. It is a visual display setting that you have to go ahead and turn on. Let me go ahead and show you what I did. So you open up Battlefield 2042, you're sitting on this screen. You go ahead and press the options or start button on your controller, or if you're on PC, you just press escape, I imagine. You go over to the display settings, video, and you go over here to where it says ADS field of view. What this means is when this option is off, your ADS minimizes when you aim down sight with your weapon, except sniper rifles, or if you're using a magnetized scope higher than like 6. Normally this option comes off out of the box when you go ahead and play the game. All you have to do is go ahead and turn it on, and what happens is when you aim down your weapon, your field of view stays exactly the same as you have it when you're running around. So if I have this option set at off, what is going to happen is when I ADS, the field of view is going to minimize to give me the zoom on the optic that I'm using. I don't know exactly by how much the field of view goes down, but I do know that it does go down, and that is what causes that visual recoil effect. Now, if you go ahead and turn this option on, when you ADS, like I said before, your field of view is going to stay the same as if you're running around normally, which causes that visual recoil to no longer appear. Now, the weapon is still going to bounce around a little bit, but not as much as it does if this option is turned off. So, you guys might think I'm lying or I'm doing this for views, but no, I'm actually just trying to help you out. So let's go ahead and play a couple rounds, and I can show you that what I'm saying is not a lie. Alright, so I know a lot of you guys are still probably doubting this, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you what this does. So we're gonna go ahead and use the MP9 to test this out. This is a weapon that has a lot of recoil. You can see my field of view barely changes at all, and what that does is it causes the visual recoil to be very, very minimal. Let's go ahead and do that again. As you can see, the visual recoil is almost not there. Now let's go ahead and show you what it looks like with ADS field of view off. As you can see, I'm not lying, the option is now turned off. We're gonna go ahead and aim down sight. The field of view changes drastically. It changes by a lot. This is with 85 field of view. It goes down to probably 60 or 65 at most, which is not good. And let's go ahead and shoot the weapon. And that is me trying to control the recoil as much as I can. Do that one more time. That's me trying to control the recoil, and it just goes all over the place. And I know people are going to go ahead in the comments and say, oh, you're lying, you're doing this to get views. Absolutely not. Well, in part, yes, but I'm also trying to help you guys out because I know for a fact there's a lot of new players to Battlefield 2042. So the only way to go ahead and prove it is by playing in game, and as you can see right there, there is literally no recoil whatsoever. Oh my god, what the fuck just happened? As I was saying before I got rudely interrupted 2 times, there is literally almost no recoil on this weapon, or when you have this option on. What the fuck is that, a submarine or a tank? My aim is obviously not the best. I am pretty bad at this game, so you can't judge my aim, but the recoil is not there anymore. I feel like this is going to help you out a lot. If you're a decent player, you know, like average, this option is probably going to take you to the next level. Alright, we had to go ahead and switch maps because I was getting absolutely destroyed on Kaleidoscope, which happens to be the worst map in the game in my opinion. But I mean, come on. This, now obviously there is a downside to such a big upside. which is the zoom factor you get when you go ahead and ADS. For example, if you're using like a 1.5 times scope magnification times, you're not going to really get that anymore because, again, of the ADS that you're normally using. So this is gonna benefit more those players that don't really notice like the FOV difference. For example, if you're like a new player and you're just used to playing like at a super low FOV, this option isn't really going to affect you a lot. Now, if you're a more veteran player to the game or to like any other FPS game, this might get a little bit like frustrating and it might take you a little bit to get used to. But if you're like a good player, you know, decent above average, then you're gonna have no issue adapting to this feature. Like, look at that. This is an SMG that just took that guy out and he's probably like 20 meters away. Now it's time to focus up and clutch up and get a nice kill streak going. God. They were not expecting that, now were they? I mean, come on. There's no reason why I should have won that. I mean, look at that. It's literally just a laser beam. Alright, so there you guys have it. Hopefully this video does go ahead and help you guys out, because like I keep saying and I keep repeating, and it's almost like beating a dead horse at this point. There are going to be a lot of new players to Battlefield this year, and that is a very good thing. But there's also going to be a lot of inexperienced people that are going to get their hands in the game and get very, very frustrated. And by frustrated, I mean this year's Battlefield is very difficult. If we're going to compare this to previous Battlefields, I feel like I'm having a very hard time adapting to this game and going on kill streaks and getting over 30 kills. It's just, you know, something different. So there you guys have it. Hopefully this, I wouldn't even say tutorial, hopefully this video in general just helped you out so that you can have a better time here on Battlefield 2042. But with that being said and done, guys, I'll catch you in the next video.